Please pause here. Welcome back to Pause Here, your audio guide for mastering the art of relaxation and mindfulness. I'm your host, Sarah, here to guide you through the science and simplicity of breathing, meditation, and relaxation techniques that can transform your day, your health, and even your sleep. In today's episode, we're standing tall, literally, as we dive into how posture affects our breathing, our brain, and our overall health. Proper posture isn't just about looking confident. It's about breathing better, feeling better, and yes, even thinking clearer. So straighten up, take a deep breath, and let's get ready to align our bodies and minds in today's episode on how posture can impact everything from your mood to your metabolism. First, let's unpack the science behind posture. You might not think about it often, but the way you hold yourself, whether you're sitting, standing, or moving, plays a crucial role in how well you breathe and even how you feel and function every day. Starting with a brief Anatomy 101, your spine, supported by muscles and ligaments, is the core pillar of posture. It should ideally maintain a natural S-curve. This alignment helps in supporting the weight of your body, especially the upper body, without undue stress. Now, surrounding your spine and your chest is your rib cage, which houses your lungs and your heart. Proper posture allows your rib cage to expand freely as your lungs fill with air during breathing. This is important, as we discussed in the last episode, that the deeper your breaths, the more oxygen you take in. And the more oxygen you take in means the more energy you have and the better performance across your bodily systems, from your brain function to your muscle efficiency. But here's the kicker. When your posture is off, like when you're slouching or hunching over, your lungs can't fully expand. The diaphragm, which is your main muscle for respiration, gets really cramped. This can lead to shallow breathing. You might have noticed this when you're hunched over a laptop for a while, and it gets really hard to take in deep breaths, right? This shallow breathing can reduce your oxygen intake, which means less oxygen gets to your brain and other vital organs. According to the American Journal of Pain Management, posture affects and moderates every physiological function, from breathing to hormonal production. Poor posture can result in a host of dysfunctions, including lower energy levels, compromised digestive function, a higher risk of heart issues, as well as the brain's ability to process information and maintain memory. Over time, poor posture and the resulting poor breathing can contribute to fatigue, headaches, and even mood changes. This means you could be hangry not just from being hungry and angry, but also from being hunched over and angry. On the flip side, good posture promotes better lung capacity and more efficient breathing. This not only helps in increasing your energy levels, but also improves your concentration and mental well-being. It's all connected: your posture, your breath, and your brain function. So, by simply adjusting how you sit, stand, and walk, you can enhance your breathing, which in turn boosts your health and vitality. It's one of those simple changes that can have profound effects on your overall well-being. The scientific study of posture and its impacts on health has a fascinating history dating back almost a century. Back in the 1920s and 30s, health professionals noticed patterns between poor posture and various health issues. This was a time when industrialization was at its peak, and more people were moving from active agricultural lifestyles to sedentary factory-based or office work. Doctors and researchers started to document how these lifestyle changes were affecting people's bodies. By the 1930s, the study of posture had gained momentum. Researchers began to connect poor posture with not only obvious physical ailments like back pain and fatigue, but also with more subtle issues like poor digestion and difficulty breathing. They theorized that an upright posture improved organ function by preventing undue pressure on the internal organ and facilitating better blood flow. Schools and public health programs started incorporating posture education into their curriculums. Posture was not just about looking proper, it was seen as a cornerstone of good health. Interestingly, some of these postural assessment tools and diagrams from the early 20th century are not too dissimilar from what might be used in today's chiropractic offices or physical therapy centers. While our journey through the history of posture reveals its long recognized importance, today's research sheds light on new challenges brought in by our modern lifestyle. The use of smartphones, tablets, and prolonged computer use has led to a significant increase in postural issues, in particular the forward head posture, which is way more prevalent than it's ever been before. Recent studies report that almost 78% of the population now shows signs of cervical spine deformation due to forward head posture during activities linked to intense mental concentration and work efficiency. When your head leans forward, the natural alignment is disrupted. Normally, the head should align with the shoulders, with your earlobe lining up with the outer part of your shoulders. In this neutral position, your head weighs about 4 to 5 kilos, about 10 to 12 pounds, and it's evenly distributed across the cervical spine. However, with forward head posture, the neck moves forward, drastically increasing the weight pressures on the vertical muscles and tissues. This shift can quadruple the stress on these structures, stretching and straining the tissues at the front of the neck, and can contribute to headaches and upper back pain. Just think about it. It's like your head weighing 20 kilos or 40 pounds. That's absolutely insane. Prolonged forward head posture not only increases the load on the spine's passive subsystems, like the vertebrae and ligaments, but it also alters muscle dynamics. It can lead to the shortening of your neck extensors and overstretching the flexors, creating a cascade of musculoskeletal pain and dysfunction. This altered posture can impact everything from walking to balance and even respiratory functions. But the impact of forward head posture stretches beyond the physical. It's been linked to changes in brain activity and cognitive function. Recent research indicates that slouch postures can make individuals feel lethargic and more stressed, and even increase symptoms of depression. These findings suggest that poor posture could be influencing our brain's rest activity, particularly through mechanisms involving the vagus nerve, which passes through the cervical spine and plays a key role in the autonomic nervous system. The implications are insane. With forward head posture potentially increasing stress-related brain activity, there's a clear link between how we hold our head and our mental health. Okay, confession time. As I was researching for this section on the importance of posture, I caught myself slipping into that all too common forward head posture. My neck craning forward as I focused on my computer screen, and my shoulders slumping inwards. With my head pushed forwards and my shoulders slumped, I could physically feel how my ribs felt all scrunched up, making each breath shallower than the last. Not to mention the headache I could feel creeping up on me. It wasn't just uncomfortable, it was restricting the very airflow I needed to think clearly and stay focused on this task. The irony is not lost on me. Here I am, researching the perils of poor posture while doing it myself. I'm very much learning along with you all, and I don't want to be a hypocrite, but it also makes me an excellent test subject. So I tried out a few small immediate changes that I could make. I rearranged my workspace to make sure my screens were all at eye level, eliminating the need to hunch over so much. I made an effort to be more aware of my body's positioning, especially my head and shoulders. And whenever I catch myself drifting into that forward lean, I'll pause, take a deep breath, and gently roll my shoulders back, realigning my head over my spine and opening my body back up. I love that feeling. It's like opening the window on a stuffy day. Your body feels more open and breathing becomes way easier. Making these small adjustments had an immediate impact, not just physically but mentally too. the absolute last thing I want to be doing is potentially limiting my brain function when I'm trying so hard to focus. It's so counterproductive. I know that slumping forward often feels like a release of tension. It feels like we're relaxing, taking a load off. But it's actually quite the opposite. It's like putting a kink in a hose and making it harder for your body to function optimally. So what I'm trying to keep in mind from now on is that just like in meditation, where your attention may wander off, your body's posture can also drift. When you notice this happening, when you catch yourself slumping or your head drifting forwards, gently bring your focus back to your body. Reposition, adjust your stance, take a deep breath to open up your chest, and press that reset button. It's not just about getting back to the task at hand, but doing so with a body that is ready and optimally set up to tackle it. These moments of repositioning aren't just interruptions, they're opportunities. See each adjustment as a chance to enhance your well-being and productivity. It's a simple practice, but one that can have a profound effect on our daily functioning. Small changes in how you manage your posture throughout the day can lead to significant improvements. It's not just about occasional adjustments, it's about creating lasting habits that support proper alignment. So, we're all agreed that we want better posture, and typically the common advice is to put your shoulders back and stand up straight. However, it's not just about puffing your chest out and pulling your shoulders back. In fact, doing just that can lead to an unnatural S-shape in your spine, exaggerating your lower back curve, and potentially worsening respiration issues. This overcorrection can tighten your chest and restrict the natural movements of your ribs and diaphragm, which makes breathing less efficient. It's a really common mistake that can lead to discomfort and even long-term musculoskeletal problems. So how should we think about posture? Back when I was taking dance classes, at least 20 times per class, my ballet teacher used to say to us all, "Tuck your tummies and tails." This simple reminder encouraged us to engage our core, our stomach muscles, and slightly tuck in our pelvis, aligning it more naturally under our spine and avoiding both slumping and overarching. But let's further break down what good posture involves. Start by standing with your feet about hip-width apart, ensuring your weight is evenly distributed across both feet. Soften your knees slightly, making sure they're not locked. This keeps your legs relaxed and ready to support the subtle movements and adjustments in your posture. Gently tuck your pelvis under and feel as if you're slightly pulling your belly button towards your spine. This helps maintain a neutral spine position. Engage your core muscles lightly. Think of it as a gentle firming, not a tight clench. We're not about to do any sit-ups or pull-ups just yet. This gentle core firming supports your spine and can significantly improve your posture. Drop your shoulders away from your ears and let them relax naturally. Align your neck so your head sits squarely on your shoulders, avoiding pushing your head forwards. Imagine a string pulling gently from the top of your head, elongating your neck and lifting you towards the ceiling. This helps maintain a natural alignment without strain. Now take a deep breath in and let it all out. This approach to posture ensures that your spine retains its natural curves without excessive strain. It promotes better breathing by allowing the ribcage to expand freely and support overall muscular balance and joint health. Practicing this refined posture technique can make a notable difference in how you feel throughout the day. Less tension, better breathing, and more energy. It's about aligning your body in a way that enhances rather than impedes its natural functions. Remember, you don't need to start rigidly sitting in your perfect posture 100% of the time. Good posture is a habit that will build over time. It's about awareness and occasional adjustments, ensuring that your body maintains its natural strength and alignment. It's all about working with your body and its needs. As we come to the close of today's episode, let's just take a moment to appreciate how the simple act of adjusting our posture can have such profound effects on our breathing, health, and overall well-being. We've explored not just the science behind posture, but also practical ways to enhance it. I encourage you to try out the tips and exercises we discussed today. Make a conscious effort to keep your phone or screen at eye level, minimizing the need to bend your neck forward. Be mindful of your body, and remember to stretch and strengthen your chest, shoulders, and core muscles. Make it a habit to stand up and stretch regularly if you're sitting for long periods. Maybe do some simple shoulder rolls or wall angels. And don't forget to tuck your tummies and tails. I'm going to be integrating these small changes into my daily routine, so why don't you give it a try with me? Let me know if you notice the difference in how you think, feel, and perform. Thanks for pausing here with me today. If you've enjoyed our time together, try out the Pausing Point app for more mindful rest. Share this episode with someone who could use a pause in their playlist. And don't forget to follow us on your favorite podcast platforms to never miss an episode. If you want, you can also follow us on social media channels. We're at Pausing Point to get updates and stay connected. Next time on Pause Here, we're centering our attention on the focus breathing pattern. We'll explore how this powerful technique can sharpen your concentration, enhance your productivity, and bring a heightened sense of clarity to your daily tasks. I can't wait to bring more peace and practical tips your way next time. As we close today's episode, if you have a few more minutes to stick around, I invite you to join me for a short posture-related body scan. This will help us put into practice what we've just learned about posture. Begin by finding a comfortable seated or standing position, and let the gentle sounds of Pausing Point's peaceful piano balance soundtrack guide you through each step. Let's begin by taking a deep breath in and slow exhale out. Feel any tension melting away with each breath. Gently close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so, and bring your attention to your feet. Feel them firmly planted on the ground, supporting your weight evenly. Breathe into this space. And as you exhale, imagine any discomfort flowing out with your breath. Slowly move your awareness up your legs. Notice how they feel. With each breath, allow them to relax more deeply. Feel the strength in your legs that hold you upright. Bring your focus to your hips. Are they aligned and balanced? Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, let them settle into a position that feels centered and stable. Next, focus on your tummies and tails. With each inhale, gently tuck your pelvis under your spine. And with each exhale, slightly pull your belly button inwards. Now think about your spine. Imagine it as a stack of gently balanced blocks, each segment of your back resting comfortably above the one below it. With each inhale, feel your spine elongating. With each exhale, release any tightness you feel along your spine. Shift your attention to your shoulders. Let them drop away from your ears, relaxed but alert. Breathe into your shoulders And on your exhale, feel any residual tension washing away. Move up to your neck and your head, ensuring your head sits squarely on your neck, not pushed forward or pulled back, but right in the middle. Breathe in confidence and stability, and breathe out stiffness and stress. For the next few moments, breathe deeply and allow the balanced soundtrack to reinforce this state of aligned relaxation. Feel each note guiding your breath and your body into harmony. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. As you come to the end of this meditation, start to bring your awareness back to the room. Wiggle your fingers and your toes, and when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Thank you for taking this time to focus on your posture and your well-being with me today. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep breathing and keep thriving.